Good morning, my people. How you doing today? Market Tuesday today. But how is your morning? I also had a good night. I sleep deeply. I don't know why. Either I get too tired, but you remember the times I used to tell you guys that Naringa, I get trouble sleeping. I wake up at 2 a.m., wake up at 3 a.m. Chilabika ankaddiye. Masuze mutya, Bugiso Times Us, David Klaje, Juma Ali, Masesco, Association Limited, Muyombia Mark, Chiza Ilare, Jones Info, Francis Kalema, Chiria Moses, Lawrence Biamokama, Lawrence Omule, Taremwa Godfrey, Rap for the generation of 2006-2008 to AZ. I sold cheaply at 25.28 because of engine issues. Talk about it. Don't whatever. 2AZ bajikola 2AZ bajikola yingini. So but 28 is a lot of money for you to buy a car with an engine issue. That's a lot of money. Ngobuza ko million 5 gule emoroke ya yingini enunjo rumuzibanga 33. I think 33 abantu bafuna 2010 models. Yeah? Travel live vlog, good morning. Walugembe Geoffrey, Aishuka Blair VIP, King Daniel VIP, Mugenyi Simon Peter, Kawesa Geoffrey, Nampi Jajolier, Dr. Kambesije VIP, Douglas Sironda, Balvids. I no longer have much stress. Stress injiri nate kati yeyongera bweyongezi. Kati nyina convention eyo gotomanyi. Told you twala. I actually do have more stress, but I think as we grow, you know, Nabanyumiza, one of my mentors, ababbi bayingira ewuwe ne bamubba million zali 25 zibali bakoze from a concert the previous day. I don't know why he didn't take the money to the bank. Negomanya ababbi mbu I wasn't there. Bajja ne babba laptops zonna, ne babba sente zonna, ne babba amasimu gonna, and the next day I phoned him and he was smiling like nothing happened, but he's in his late 40s now. The one thing I saw about men, and generally I think human beings, as we grow, we learn to, as we grow, we adapt. Yeah, we adapt to situations. Echiganye or chesonyua. I think that's one thing that I'm trying to master. The thing I don't have control over, I let it go. The thing I have control over, I try to change. You don't enter a highway like that. You saw how that new person entered. Speed on a highway. That's a very reckless move. That's a very reckless thing. Kati ayinza okulaga nti bw'ojja omuyisa n'alinnya. Ayinza okulaga nti ojja omuyisa n'alinnya naye ng'ayingidde n'aba slowing down mwenna. Richard Aki VIP, good morning. Council Patrick Asik, good morning. So anyway, but I sleep deeper. I am still stressed because random headaches zijja, but I also work out a lot. There's also something I started doing that I'll give report on. It might be a reason why I actually have deeper sleep. It might be, and it's one of the reasons why I started taking it. Yeah, but today is Market Tuesday, and I thought about talking about yesterday and the past couple of days. I've been getting a lot of consultation calls, and people are paying for the same piece of advice, and I have talked about this so many times. I've talked about this so many times, but I think I should talk. I see that drone. Najida maso na slowing it down. Abantu bwebati ate batira kuba basajja bakulu myaka nkaaga myaka 5 mu 5 okitegeera. Like, why would you overtake when you know you drive slow? Anyway, tuveyo the omulabye some of the things that give us stress. Sorry guys, network took us out. Now the thing I normally get a lot of consultation calls on is these cars cost the same, but I need to compare them. Which one should I buy? So today I thought we should talk about that. When cars cost the same amount and we have to compare them, yeah, which one is best? Like yesterday, a gentleman called me and he said, Omulabono guy, I need to overtake him, he's annoying. He's really annoying. I need to overtake him. So guys, let's first listen to music. Let me first overtake him. He's annoying me. And I know he should not be annoying me, but I don't get enough motivational speaking or motivational talks for me to not be annoyed by people like him. God, who would not be annoyed by a person like this? Now we can go on with our broadcast. Oh my God. Anyway, guys, so same price, different value. We need to understand that. How do we compare cars in the market, especially when I'm advising people? How do I compare cars in the market when they are at the same prices but they provide different value? Yesterday someone called me and he said, Arthur, you also annoy him. I can't annoy him. Like me, I've overtaken him. If you know how many cars would come in between us before he gets annoyed. But I think he's not annoyed by me. He doesn't know me. But me, I know him. I know his car. I saw him enter the road and then slow down. I saw him overtake people and then slow down. You get? So he's annoying. Good morning, Arthur and all car lovers. Touch, how are you? I need your help, but how do you handle Rubuto? Because in Duraba, Ruta and say, or Kuja. Nowadays, I have a lot of peace of mind. Now, your peace of mind should not give you Rubuto. Okay, Gwarabi Katoina stress. I can say, I can never get a pot belly. I don't even know how you people breathing. I'm in a pot bellies. How do you sleep with pot bellies, guys? Eh? So now, Msaja Musoke Moku Mageza Bataina is going to overtake you again. Tasobola. I don't even know who was behind him all those minutes. I don't know. How much is the Subaru XV in the bond? The Subaru XV is about 48 million shillings. About 48. Yeah, about 48. President, good morning. Basic is good morning. Joe Kawali, good morning. Kejo Van VIP. Chairman Zach, good morning. Solid line. Chairman Zach, whatever the kono muntu anyiza. Puzo 307. Ojirabye. Puzo, Puzo, there is a man, Edda, when I go to Dudu, the Kabakanja, Gario Bondi, Bajita Sikke. Bondia Sikke, Nagura Dudu. There is a man that came and bought that car, that Peugeot, and it was red. It looked really nice. And Najigura, you know how someone buys a car, they drive it outside the bond, and immediately outside the bond, the car dies. Nefa nesurawo kuolwo, nencha nesurawo. On day 3 kuba yali yasasudde demoroka ye. I think he just helped him fix it a little and then he took it. That car there. But this one has been long on the road. You SZD wangade. But those cars are really nice to drive. The driving experience is super nice, but managing it is Chambade Hannington VIP, Charles Sebaduka, Shanko Gibbs, Fahad Kami, Karim UG VIP, Tarema Godfrey. Can I get a raffle with one SZ engine of 2? Yeah, but don't buy it. Don't buy it. One SZ yo jiraba. Omulaba. Who ya say you were right? Kati ha papa. Yeah, parking the wuli against. But the manya agara kutuyisa ademu atu slowing it down. To antuli mujangwe asoro kujana aba slowing it down. Wama. He was slow because he comes to this building here. Moroke yonjira banyonge parking zawo. That's why he was slow. There's no other reason you would be slow like that when you're going to town. Lucky Mose, good morning, Chobio. Alex, how are you? Yeah, so guys, same price, different value. How to compare cars in the market, and normally this is the formula I follow. Yeah. Now, two cars may cost the same amount or the same range, but they may not offer the same value. The discussion is going to be about how you guys abagenda ogule moroka can compare cars beyond the asking price, because I'm advising someone to buy a car, I will go beyond the price. And yeah, so anyway, yesterday, remember yesterday a gentleman called me and he said he was comparing the Toyota Wish, the Toyota Romion, and he said, which car do you think I should buy? And he told me, he proceeded by telling me he's a tall dude. He said, I'm really tall, so I thought the Romion would do. Now guys, I'd like to tell you one thing. Most of these small cars, the leg room is the same. Sorry guys, network took us off. Let me just do this. I want you guys to see me proper. I'm going to show you. Most of these cars, Kastebedanga Antono, Wishi, Romion Izani, leg room here, 101C, is almost the same. You can literally increase it or reduce it by sorry guys, network took us off again. Now, what I was saying, most of these cars, the leg room and the leg room is almost the same. Always, you can put it in front like this, or you can push it to the very back. Now, normally you can make it more by shifting your seat down. You shift your seat down. So boba muwanvu, ora wetweyongeddeyo. Kati omuntu omuwanvu aba kati wanujukira muwanvu wano. By shifting steering, you see now this is down. You've shifted some cars, you can actually pull it or push it down and then you shift. That's why if you're short, you can actually just pull the seat back up like this. You bring back the seat like this. You see how I'm back? Now, if you're shorter still, you pull your seat even closer. So most of these cars, they are the same. But because some cars were built with bigger headroom, we tend to think that they'll give you bigger legroom. But it's not the case. So the Romion gives you a bigger headroom, so it's easier to get into. And when you sit, you really don't have to push your seat down for you to get extra headroom. And that's the only advantage the Romion will give you, because it provides bigger headroom, and that's all. The Wish, on the other hand, will give you the same leg room, a little bit. It has extra. So network again is disturbing us. Sorry guys. So that's the comparison we were doing with that gentleman on the call, and I told him that this is what I think, and I know many of you guys don't like the Toyota Wish because the Toyota Wish is used as a taxi in so many places. But I did tell this gentleman that I thought, and I still think, that mulaba n'abasajja bakoze line ey'okubiri kiri ekimoloka ky'amafuta. They are putting people's lives in danger by interrupting the movement of a fuel tanker. Omulaba omusajja waki trailer wagezaako because of. Sorry guys, let's try to wait for the network to normalize. a feeling tight when you're by my side, girl. Bring it to sleep. Bring it to sleep. That's the way I get it up. Let it go fire. Ashes, 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 and them the same way. When we put fire, and them, and them, and them, and them. Uganda, Nabasunga, Nabonabagamba. You're my number, what's gonna become my wife? Burn them down, we burn them down. Chiturina, Uganda, Nabasunga, Nabonabagamba. Nabagamba, Tidiakutala, Tidiakupimba, Tidiakusamola. Baby girl, you were rock with me. Keep me by my side, you were stuck with me, girl. If what I feel inside, you know by my side, girl. Never move, son, I'm she's not the lot for me, so I do the simple thing for her. Like she give me one, everything she do give me one, you know. So guys, give me 5 minutes. Ngenda kwetulula mu katono bwetimbuka ejjaamu ono waali wano, then nzireyo ku main road. Leero sigenda genda eri gye nagenze yesterday, but just give me a few minutes. I don't know why, but I'm feeling so good. I'm not gonna put on a t-shirt today. Feel like it, let's get out today. I'll make her smile, I'll make her laugh, laugh. I'll make her dance, I'll make her wine, wine, wine. Feel like it, down, down. Yeah, there's another style. Okay, man. I woke up in a good mood. I don't know why, but I'm feeling so good. Like I want the whole mood. I'm not gonna put on the t-shirt today. Feel like it, let's get out today. I'll make her smile, I'll make her laugh, laugh. I'll make her dance, I'll make her wine, wine, wine. Feel like it, down, down to me. Feel like touching down, down to me. I'll make you want to make you. we break it down, helping every drummer in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cause Uganda. Welcome to the road, and where other mysteries flow. For the love of cause Uganda. Here's the stories right, all the new this and no cry. Toyota, Nissan, Benzo, Mazda, we break it down, no propaganda. Every papa's got a tale, village right to city scale. We talk the truth, but that's the brand. For car lovers and girls that land. For the love of cause Uganda, we roll. From dusty road to dreams of control. Steams we break it down, helping every drummer in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of Uganda. Pre-purchase checks, we lead the way. Track your car, no games to play. Restore the past, drive into tomorrow. We bring the love, no just the horsepower. If you didn't know or a TXY, we'll show you what's real, no just a hype. Stalin views and engine rolls, we teach you more than just tools from the basics up. Fucking giddy and car can stop. If you're new or if you're from back, roll out of cars, you ain't seen nothing yet. We keep money, driving rough. This is more than just machines. It's the love, the life, the dream. You want me, she don't you want me, but I tell her, yes I tell her. I tell you that, but you don't care. You don't give a damn, you don't dare. My number one girl, you ruled my world. You took my heart, never a bad, but you made me beg. You made me beg. Every time I come over, you made me beg. But why? Why? But why? And guys, all those people you're seeing in the road are school kids, high school kids. And only to remember that just a couple of years ago, I was in high school and my biggest problem was food. My biggest problem was food. Anyway. Sirina Kawanja, Sirina Bling, Jagala Kuwa, some love, give me some love, be my better half, I promise I will never let you down, my girl. Generate all the things, many things don't mean nothing, for as long as you got my heart. I say yes, I say no, I say baby let's take it slow. You were my number one girl, you rule my world and you took my heart. Never a bad part, you made me beg, you made me beg. Every time I come over, you make me beg. But why? But why?
take what I say. See, I need you. But you don't want to do ever again. Rock man.
Kango wale tizito wandete mbozi yangu.
Okay, man. That's all. Bring it down there. Tell me what it is, you know. Listen.
So ke mudie futa mwekasozi wa no.
Tonight, I see the gang in the rip tonight. You want to see the motel put chicken tonight. Appetite, satisfy. Give me chance, I'll blow your mind. Say what I saw, show you ya.
Excuse me, posing up.
Mwe otumoto ko tusepewo tutu. Guys, you see the tomato called Sopeo, but it's a Toyota IQ. That car takes only 4 passengers. It has a 1-liter engine. I have heard that some of them actually have a 1.5-liter engine. That would be massive power for that kind of body. But I think that car is really unsafe. That's a Golf 4, guys. I love how the Golf 4 looks, but I don't like how much you have to spend to keep it on the road.
No, you tell her this. Tell her you wanted to tell me.
Kanziremu because network erezemu nevako. A gentleman called me and said that he was comparing between the Romeo and the Wish. He continued and said that he was a tall man and that he thought the Romeo would give him better legroom, and he said legroom. And I did tell him that the Wish would give him better value. I still think the Wish would definitely give you better value if you were buying a car. And regardless of the fact that it does taxi in Mbarara and all those places, I think the Wish is much more comfortable. I think the Wish looks better than the Rumion, both inside and outside. And I think because the fact that the Wish gives you extra seats in the rear, I think still, for me, I would take the Wish any day. Yeah, I would if I were comparing the Wish to the Rumion, I would take the Wish. Now, I did tell you guys that the reason why we have the illusion that the Rumion will give you better legroom as a tall person is because the Rumion gives you better headroom. But I did also tell him, and as I told you today morning already, that most of these small cars, the legroom can be adjusted to the same level. Kebede Vitz, Kebede Wish, Kebede Rumion. And I showed you guys, let me just show you that. Let me just show it to you again. For the guys that did not see, I did most of these cars, the small ones, the sedans, hatchbacks, the legroom is the same. Normally the difference comes with the headroom. The Rumion gives you bigger headroom because it's boxy and the way it was designed. But I did show you, like I showed you earlier, you can adjust your legroom first by pushing the seat all the way behind. Like now mine is all the way behind, but if you're still tall, you can adjust the height of the legroom by just like your sit down board. You see how I'm going down? And let me see, that's the maximum. You see, now for a tall dude, you don't really need a car that will give you bigger legroom. You just need a car that has adjustments. Why? Because she would be so far, probably her legs would not even reach there. Which take it up. But for a tall dude, this would be good. Now, the thing with the Rumion is that it gives you even longer headroom. So that's, but the Rumion doesn't give you better value than. And then if you're short, you just bring it back the way I'm bringing it back here. So I'm pulling it back to come back to a height where I am more comfortable. Yeah, and I'm pulling it back to a height where I'm more comfortable. So you see, that's why I say you don't buy a car thinking it will give you better. Those cars are the same. And that's very small. It's not the thing that makes you think, oh, that car is that car gives me better. It doesn't really give you the headroom, the extra headroom that Rumion gives you. Probably just allows you to drive that car without pushing your seat lower in the bottom. But most of those cars give you the same value. Now that we are talking about cars that are in the same price range, on the picture of this broadcast, I have two cars. I have the Mitsubishi Outlander 2012 model. I also have the Nissan X-Trail, a 2012 model. Those cars will go in the same price range, between 36 to 40 million shillings. Both of them will be in the same price range, 35 to 40 million shillings. And now both those cars would be considered to probably be high maintenance compared to the RAV4 or to the Subaru. I don't have the Subaru in the same picture, although it would probably be, ideally it should be in the same price range, because the only Subaru that would be in the same price range would be a 2010 model, and the 2010 model is no longer in the bond. Now 2012 model cars are also going to be extinct in the bond in the next couple of months. But now I'm talking about these two because they are the cheapest SUVs you can buy anywhere in the bond. They are the cheapest SUVs. 35 to 40 tewali SUV na josobola gula. Right now even the Forester is at about 48 to 52 million shillings josobola gula. But let's talk about these two. Now, those two in the past I didn't recommend any of them. But I've studied the market, I've studied how people are driving these cars, and I actually realized that the people that buy the Mitsubishi Outlanders survive with them longer. And even when someone that has a Mitsubishi Outlander is selling, they'll get their money back faster than a person selling the Nissan X. The Nissan X-Trail is quite harder to maintain, yeah, to keep on the it has a higher failure rate than the Mitsubishi Outlander. Now, I just want to push that out there so that people that are planning to buy SUVs and they have 40 million and below, they go rush and buy themselves an Outlander before it's too late. And you don't have to take me to inspect, but I'm telling you, that's the Outlander is one of the cars. Now, they are both in the same price range, but I want to create a distinction. I want to distinguish these cars. The Mitsubishi Outlander is better than the X-Trail. Why? It gives you 2 extra seats in the back. And by just buying the Mitsubishi Outlander, it's almost like you're driving a Wish or a Nua. But in SUV format, 4-wheel drive. And the Mitsubishi Outlander will come with a 2.2 liter engine. Now, of course, the X-Trail will give you a 2 liter engine, which should ideally give you better fuel efficiency. But fuel efficiency now should not be in the picture, because then when we talk about reliability and the maintenance costs, then our Mitsubishi Outlander tefanga manyi pajero zirwawo kufa, just in zibira complicated. And the one thing I've learned about the Outlander then is that most of the people that have suffered with the Outlander onabadde tayagala kutambula kuvaali emmotoka webadde kujja wano. The people that have seen struggle with it are people that let it overheat, and most of these new hit, they are good to go. The same thing that is happening with the Foresters and the Imprezas. Once that car overheats on you, you're done. Kabatandika okutetenkanya ne bakubba ne bakunyangalaza okitegeera, but before it overheats, oba weeyagala. So I actually find that the Mitsubishi Outlander might actually do better than the Subaru Forester, in my opinion. Why? It's cheaper. It's definitely cheaper, and maintaining it is also cheaper, because you don't really, it's not a car that you're going to be on your toes about. So when we are talking about value, I was talking to someone yesterday and telling them, ebiseera ebimu tugenda tulowooza loss, tugirowoozaako oyo mukazi ali ku ssimu, ali no mu kusoma text messages. Let me show you. Omulaba ali mu kusoma text messages. Now that's a very dangerous practice. Esimu mugiteeka wano ku steering ne mutandika kusoma. Most of the accidents I've seen, most of the accidents that we have in Uganda are because people drive while they are texting. People drive while they are watching TikToks. Okitegeera, it's a very dangerous thing. The danger is that most of these people that are doing this bavuga emmoroka nga ziriko ne gaadi. Kati wakolera ensobi gaadi etomera omu eyonoona nnyo. The 4-wheel drive Outlander button, so on most times it's on 2-wheel drive, definitely. And I find that for me, I find the Outlander is better value than the Subaru Forester. I find that the Outlander is better value than the Subaru Forester. Any day I'll take the Outlander. Since akulinda oba lero mbayiseeko ewalala. My network today is bad. No, the Airtel network. And most times you might actually think that when I say the best way to save for a car to buy a car is not advice. But some of us that are driving expensive cars now started by buying the cheap cars we could afford. Like, we didn't have to wait for us to be able to afford the expensive cars for us to actually buy cars. We bought cars with the money that we had, and then we topped up as money grew. Arthur, you were used to a manual car, now doing automatic. What's the experience? I think automatic is easier to drive in traffic. I also find that automatic is easier to maintain. The more moving parts a car has, the harder it is to maintain, because every moving part has a specialist that has to maintain it. Clutch eriko omuntu agitegeera ne pressure okitegeera, kati enemoroka gearbox agitegeera as a unit okitegeera. And of course the mechanics that can fix manual cars are getting extinct. Bagenda bagwawo abazeyi. The thing I've realized is that what is valuable to me is not valuable to you, but you go to the market with a budget of, let's say, 35 to 40 million shillings or 50 million shillings, you find several cars being sold almost the same price. Let's say there's a seller that shows you a Fielder, another shows you a Rumion, another shows you a Toyota Wish, and another seller maybe show you an older Toyota Nua, a Subaru Forester, or a Vanguard, a completely different vehicle. All these cars may be within the same price bracket. But do they offer the same value? We all know they can't be offering that. One may fit your height, family, work, and driving environment. Another may not. And some of us, like me, when I'm buying a car, I resale value. Most of you guys, when you're buying cars, you want to buy cars that are popular because the resale value will stay. The other may become difficult to sell when the circumstances change. For example, a hybrid is one car that is not very easy to sell. You sell it to someone that actually wants it. You get, so you have to buy it ngo chimanyi nti emmotoka yo yakwevuga togenda kubanga ogitunda okitegeera. So you need to buy that car ngo chimanyi ogenda kuba ogyetaaga because of what it does for you, for example fuel savings and stuff like that. So that's why the topic today has been the same price, different value, and I want us to see how to compare cars. So I've told you how I interacted with someone, and of course in the bond right now the Rumion is kind of cheaper than the Fielder right now. Like we bought a Rumion at 32 last week, but there is no Fielder of 32. Teriyo. Ochitegeera. There is no Fielder of 35 right now. Even the Fielder old models on agenda corner bumper yange. Any people compare cars without clearly defining why they need that car, what they need the car, the njagala clarity, yeah, and sometimes you based on what another person owns, you get, and that's not a very smart thing. I would not say that you should actually be basing on that alone. You get, I think you is the total benefit you receive from the car. Total benefit. You might have value. And of course value the condition of the vehicle, the comfort the vehicle provides you, the reliability, the suitability of for your lifestyle, requirements, spend after buying it. You get, it's important that we never you hatatan button sokona ku bumper yange ngenda gattawo. Guys, you need to understand that sometimes a car may be cheaper but offer less value, and a car can also be more expensive than others but offer much better value. It's one of the reasons why I bought my Prius. It was expensive in buying, but trust me, it has paid itself back. You get, so I needed to just imagine one thing. We have, for example, car A, and it's selling at, let's say, 35 million shillings, and car B is selling at can we say 45 million shillings? Yeah, many buyers will quickly say 10 million, zingenda saving a million ekumi kangulene yasa tumwetano. Many people will say that, because the question is, why would you be paying 45 when there is a car of 35? Yeah, but then you go to inspect both cars, it hurt even feeling guilty. The buyer was happy with the Vanguard of 60, and I was happy even when there were Vanguards of 57. Need to go yenkaga happily because we thought it gave us better value. It can cost you when you're selling it.
the love of cause Uganda. One dream, one key, one life, changing moments. Mama walking and falling in the rain. Young covering all the pain. Daddy working overtime today. Believing for a brighter day. Tell us your story. Let the people see your glory. From the struggle to the victory, your voice will change history. It's about the God. It's more of who you are. It's about the God. It's more of who you are. One God, many stories, many lives, many glories. For the love of God's Uganda, changing lives across the border. One God, many stories. Your moment, your story. Speak your truth and take your chance. This could be a winning dance. Your mother praying late at night. Student chasing their little light. Brother trying hard to feed the home. Still strong though he walks alone. Every scar that I give a meaning. Every soul that believes in dreaming. No matter where you come from today, your story can open the way. It's less about the God. It's more of who you are. It's less about the God. It's more of who you are. One God, many stories, many lives, many glories. For the love of God's Uganda, changing lives across the border. One God, many stories. Your moment, your story. Speak your truth and take your chance. This could be a winning dance. One God, many stories, many lives, many glories. For the love of God's Uganda, changing lives across.
And of course, Tarema Godfrey is saying, what about Rauma, which old model as real estate dealer and hardware with a budget of 16 to 18? Gulawish wojisanganga nunji. Gulawish. The Rauma is small, and I also find that the wish sometimes you'll find yourself that you have to show more people. You're taking more people to the same estate. The wish will give you extra space to put these people. So the wish definitely. Nerauma simple, but the wish is better. The wish is definitely better. The resale value of any car is key. That's true. Tarima Godfrey Bugisu times he said, do you have a thought of a Pro Box? Ka Pro Box sako nedda. Ka Pro Box nedda. Nze nkaganye. Bugisu times. Ka Pro Box nkaganye. Talk the resale value of an accident car, because that's a topic many of us skip when buying. An accident car has no resale value. An accident car loses about 15 to 20 million. An accident car loses 15 to 20 million. Let's say an accident car loses 50 to 70% of the value. An accident car is a car that even if you hit that border guy, as long as a part of your car gets crooked or caves in. Let's say your car is damaged to the point where you have to put a nose cut. That's an accident car. Mwanguzi David otuuse so emoroka yo kasita etomeramu ekitundu kye ekitomedde oba kye batomedde ne kikevinga in so guys the value nyaga twogera value ngemoroka zikostinga kyekimu. Let me give you an example. Olaba zine moroka olaba characteristics kali ku UBF neno primo za sente zezimu mu katale milioni 15 ku 17 naye waliwo omuntu agenda ogula primo eyo because ye jamanyi ne wabona omuntu agenda ogula Ractis eno because ye iriko. There is another angle. Ractis ewe bera 1.3 ngeri primo eri 1.8 oba 1.5 eri primo bera of better value than the Ractis of 1.3. Now someone is going to say but the 1.3 will save fuel. The 1.3 engine is going to die. Let me see. Njagala kulaba moroko manyi moroka nze Ractis ewe njiraba munda manya nti 3 oba 5 bana abana ba boda lwaki bebere mabiganga waliwo space gattawo. Ractis togula Ractis ya 3. So do you get the two instances I've said? If the Ractis is a 1.5 liter, it's better value than the Primo old model. But if the Ractis is a 1.3 liter, the Primo old model is of better value than the Ractis. So you need to understand before you buy a car things like what engine is in there, things like what gearbox does it have, things like how much does it cost for me to maintain it. Ebintu byonna byonna tolina be ignoring. Let me tell you, eriko seat cover 15,000, so definitely it's worth the money. But also there are times I've told you guys, you're going to buy a car, you're going to buy a Ractis, there is a UBF at 15 million shillings and there is a the UBF is at 15 and there is a UBM at 19. We're talking value. Both of them are 1.5 liter. Both of them look good. The UBF has been on the road longer than the UBL or UBM. So under those circumstances, you have to calculate how many years, how many have driven this car, and what are the chances of parts in that car be wearing out. And under those circumstances, I'll definitely be spending a little extra to get a car that on Ugandan roads less time, especially if there is evidence that it has been looked after in a very good way, probably the same way as the UBF. So value tebeda mukufana kwokka. Some of you guys, you go to buy a car and the first thing you think about it, oh, it looks nice, it has heated seats, which take it akatabo kugumaka to Google ogo budabika bulungi, but it has no value right now. It has no value. Yesterday someone texted me nangamba his friend is sending a Mercedes-Benz E190E and I asked him 190E, it's automatic and it's carburetor, and I asked him how much is your friend selling it. Atunda 30 million chiri ku UAF, atunda 30 million, but he can negotiate. And I laughed and he asked me how much is it worth, and I didn't answer him because sagala kumenya bantu mitima. There are cars that are only valuable at vintage auto shows. They are not valuable to normal drivers. So no one's going to give you 30 million for a 190E carburetor Mercedes-Benz. They will be able to 111. Because that car is going to disturb them. Emoka carburetor is sombuwa baba. Kateri muntu agenda jikugulako milioni 3. Eyo Mercedes-Benz ya carburetor ya milioni 3, milioni 4. Oboji tademo meka oboji. So you guys need to understand the value and what it means. The 1.3 liter Ractis has a Mitoja brown, the 1.5 liter Ractis emitoja black. Take the difference by just looking at them. Ukatukako obuto bwa eba brown. I think it's brown. It's brown color. After, you mean even when they hit my door or boot and we put a new one, auntie, it has not caved in. That's a replacement part. That has not caved in. A part has been damaged and you replaced it. But if, for example, you have to buy a nose cut, Chairman Zach, or emotoka senga wajikuba ku nsonda y'ettaala eri ogiraba, ettaala emotoka eba ya accident, teba ya kigo naye eba ya accident. Yeah, tell him Godfrey, it can, but if you can add like 6 million, you can get the wish new model. The wish new model ebinkolera nyo olaba kyali ekyo kitimaaso kya million nga 3.5 ekyo kyolaba ndokaza tabusa ate akigawo kinoonya ekiri mu mbeera eyo ne kikubula. .3 liter Vitz in better. Is 1.3 liter Vitz better power? No. It is theoretically it's better power, but practically the 1 liter is better. And you know, it's a psychological game. For me, I find that the 1 liter Vitz gives you better value than the 1.3 liter Vitz. The 1.3 liter Vitz gives you the illusion of power. You don't actually have any power. You don't have any power. What you have is a little bit of added power, which is not really useful for the things that you might want to use that extra power for. Simanyi obontegeera nti emotoka ya 1 liter ogivuga okimanyi ya 1 liter togitikka nnyo togitekako nnyo bintu, you don't overload it. The 1.3 liter Vitz, because you think it has more power, you will want to overload it, and that's where you will kill it. And that's why the 1.3 liter cars normally is on a days of model and paso bichi engine is even focusing as a 1 liter. Because it's even fako. Njagala n'okuviirako awo kwambuka ngezaako kubalangira gye nnyambukawo nga sisigadde mu kano kajjaamu. Ovaayo tovaayo. Genda. ne jamu ye naina jamu we Kampala wonna waave ennaku zino Katonda yamanyi. Njala kuddayo ngamba buziga nze kati sikyabisobola bino. So guys, back to value, guys. Let me give you another example. The car, when you people be asking things like the car must have enough headroom, must be fuel efficient, it should be have 7 seats. You have to be willing to compromise on other things, and problem tubadde tujina nnyo mu katale. Value is not just about money. Omuntu ajanga ayagala emmotoka ng'ataddewo obukwakulizo bungi nga budget terinnya. If you want a car that is easy to maintain, has available spare parts, abamakanika nga bagitegeera, nga ng'erina emitto mingi, you have to compromise on the color sometimes. Sometimes you even have to compromise on the type. Olumu ojja kuba olina gula bagita Subaru Exiga, because wish tojja kusobola gifuna nga Exiga ya $16,000 etuuza abantu 7, nga wish ya 2 etuuza abantu 7, nga ate olina $17,000 nga ate toyagala banja. The moment you're not willing to be flexible, there are people that have come to buy cars nga tuli mukebera ne mugamba omanyi kye tuba tukola, ddayo togenda kugula mmotoka, tojja kusobola. Nga weeronda, you remember the other guy yalina $1,700,000, omujjukiro guy yalina $1,700,000 naye ng'alina emmotoka zaatavuga. Kati ogenda n'obalaabalamu n'ogamba linda koline kubo baalizibye. Hey mwe ine kubo nga liringa libaazibye. Ekkubo liringa libakuttemu. Sinikira muli amanyi. Oba abantu abamu abavuga emmotoka oba nga baayigira mu bisaawe. I fear CVT gearboxes of new model Wish. Guys, those gearboxes have no problem. And me, I find that most of the problems that people complain about, a moroke fan normally. A moroke fan normally. This is why we have jam here. Banabaya kuba eri waggulu wakalu ne bana bali mu kutereeza bino ebinnya andikani lwaki tebakola ekiro. But also the biggest problem of Kampala is borders. There are many. Remember Roger tuinavuga bibone Kampala bwosala ovuge ogobere straight line oyinza obutatuuka gy'olaga. Neri wakalu eri maaso wakalu wano we wali problem wokka. Chairman Zaka, so other has moved out of the car. Wawulidde olugye. Guys, ebiseera ebimu mbadde mbagamba olumu compromising, but let's also talk about this thing. we need to compare condition before we compare features. Na dala mu abagendo gule moroke ziri used, guys are buying. Nyeto etagayo kuba kulembeze abanasobola okuyiza population yaabwe bana abasajja bonna mubalaba. They need to be gainfully employed because borders not only endanger their lives but the livelihoods of their families as well. Nti family y'omusajja oyo singa afuna akabenje eba egenda kubeera wa etya. Ate wano tulinayo traffic guides abateri trained nti So guys, you people be asking which one has leather seats, which one has a sunroof, which one has sport rims, which one has a big Android. Wari omusajja yali agula emmoroka ng'agigula simply because erina kino ekiredi ekiwanvu kye bayita Tesla nga kye kimuguze emmoroka. Nimugala yi Tesla osobola ogissaamu ate Tesla efa naye nga ye tayagala kumanya oba Tesla efa oba tefa, naye kati wano weeri gye njagala okitegeera. Which one has fog lights? So you need to be considering nti ebintu ebimu naddala mu moroka enkadde. Sometimes I be telling people value will not be based on the type of car, it will be based on how good it is to you. Emmoroka eyo bwekaddiwa egenda kubeera mbi okitegeera. Kati for example olaba ekyo kitata kinyumira abantu abakigula mu bupya, kati eyo tata bw'ogisanga nga nkadde mb'ogigule eba egenda kutawaanya ekutamya emmoroka okitegeera. The engine is very important, but also engine wadde ebeera important ate ku Toyota Wish ne Fielder gearbox is more important than gearbox ebeera more important. Okimanyi nti bwe tubadde tuyita baazibyewo dda akagoye Mukama Katonda wange baazibyewo dda akagoye. Kati kye neebuuza, how do they know nti kati katusibe wano katutewali? Ekyo ekibuuzo nakyo kiri very important. Kyokka ate ekizibu ky'ebinnya bino bagenda biziba leero omwezi ogujja bibe nga bikomyewo. Eri waggulu wakalu. Batutadde finally batutadde. Bantadde eri ng'oyagala bwagazi kutuyimirira mu maaso. Oli batutadde. Ng'oyagala bwagazi kunnyimirira mu maaso kunnemeza oba nkunyumira okutunulako. Kati obuzibu obuliwo nti agenda kuyimiriza ffe ate bali bo basigale nga bagenda nga ate baba mu direction y'emu. Nenda n'omulimu gwa traffic nagwo muzibu. Naye eri wakalu lwaki tosooka n'okwata bali ffe ne tusooka tugenda. Guys, statistics show that 1.3 million Uganda population is in borders. Kampala alone takes 65%. Arthur wama there is a hurry ya money transmission obaka teri iyo baba akyusa sinnagiraba nako nze eyo hurry ya money olana ipsamu za money uzaliyo naye balinga bakyusa. But I've seen a Wish new model manual I've seen a field manual. Finally, olabye omusirikale muno gamba finally. Omusirikale obwedda waali naye ng'ali eri waggulu. Guys, nze kamba sibule nsoke concentrating wano kuba kati wannange ndi confused. I wish you a very lovely day. I'll see you tomorrow. Kanda bo babatereka video lwaliro. Ciao.